Most of us could probably use a bit more harmony in our lives, but there's a way to create it where you work and where you live. And David Kennedy has written a book about it that anybody can understand. Now, it's called, the process is called feng shui, which means that you are trying to basically get your surroundings into harmony with your life. Now, this is part of the Dummies series. I happen to hate that name, but the idea of making complex issues simple so people understand, I'm 100% behind that. How did you come up with the idea, though? Because a lot of people look at this and they go, oh, you know, it's too much for me to understand.
Well, I saw a lot of people being confused by a lot of the other books that are out there, which are very good, but also are complex. So I wanted to give them a clear and simple way of simply mapping their environment and then making easy changes that create powerful results in their lives.
All right. Now, this is something you say anyone can do this, can adapt feng shui to their lives, right?
That's right.
How long did you study it, though?
Well, I've been studying it for the last 10 years, and it took me that long to figure it out enough to boil it down to the essential steps that are really required without too much mysticism.
All right, without going into a whole lot of detail, because the book has, you know, quite a bit in it, and that's a simplified version of it. What are some easy things that people need to look out for? What should they be having foremost in their minds if this is something they might be interested in?
One of the easiest things is to make sure that your entrances are unblocked. If you have a lot of stuff behind the door or clutter in front of the entrance, then you tend to trip up in life.
Okay. And now, how important, I noticed that color also has an effect on how that our layout should be or our surroundings should be.
Each color has a certain impact on our psychology and our energy. For instance, in the bedroom, good colors are green and blue because these are colors of nature, so they tend to give us good rejuvenation while we sleep. Now, if you want to create more romantic life, you can put pink in the bedroom.
What is something that people tend to want to do or are attached to that is absolutely wrong and that they probably shouldn't if they want to follow the principles of feng shui?
Well, a lot of people put their desk in a position where their back is to the door.
Okay.
And therefore, they're always unawares of who's coming. I recommend facing the door and positioning your desk furthest away from the door with a solid wall to the back. And this creates what's called the commanding position, leading to better decision making and ultimately more income.
Are there, all right, now now we're talking, and you know, you're getting into areas that, you know, people can find tangible results on. Now, you're going to be in town for a couple of days. Where, if people want to come and talk to you about the book or anything else, where can they find you?
They can come to see me tomorrow at Borders at 2 o'clock at 132nd at Maple, where I'll be giving a lecture and book signing.
Now, you lecture all around the country in doing this, right? The book is not the only way that you try and communicate this.
That's right.
Do people tend to get more, or some of the more unusual things they want to know when they listen to your lectures?
Well, the thing that I recommend is to take an octagon and place it on your house.
Okay.
On the floor plan. And then you can map out 9 different areas of your life, and then you can figure out where you can make changes. For example, the center front relates to the career.
Okay.
The back left relates to the wealth picture. The back right of the house from the front door relates to your marriage or relationship. So very simply, if you go into the back right part of your house and you find it's totally full of clutter, it's very dirty, then that might be a very simple thing you can change and therefore have a better relationship with your partner. Okay,
we've just scratched the surface. The book is called Feng Shui for Dummies. David Kennedy wrote it. Thanks a lot for coming down. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay. Still ahead, these names are for the record books.
What do you get in no frills?
Kids explore